What's going on, guys? I was right in the middle doing the conversion. I just got my motor mount in, so I needed to get higher than a 19 tooth on this. So the motor mount came in. It wound up being, a little bit more difficult to get into and take apart, a lot more than I wanted to. And to be honest with you, had I known this, I probably would have ordered the whole gearbox and the aluminum as well, but I didn't. So oh well. So basically, you got to take all this off. I mean, I was thinking as I'm doing this, like, man, there's people that are going to be questioning how to do this and maybe feel intimidated by doing it. I just kept taking screws out till I finally got it apart. So I'll go back over, I guess, a little bit more as I put it back together, which should help you take it apart so you can see basically what you have to do to actually get it out, which is pretty much take off the differential. I found out my diff feels weird. I might open that up and take a look at it too. But you gotta take off this whole differential unit that goes on the bottom. You have to take off the screws and everything. I mean, it's just everything. So any of this, all the screws, all this stuff has to come off. You gotta remove your ESC kind of to get in there. Unless you got the Allen key and you want to go sideways. I wasn't trying to do all that, so I'm getting a new ESC, and the new Hobby Wing 2200 is coming in. Hopefully Friday. So I want to get these final gearing issues done with Creighton motor and get it all squared away so I can just go ahead and drop the new motor in and pretty much just go up one tooth from there. I figure 200 kV would probably be perfect, just one more tooth. So I'm thinking 20. Hopefully it does good on this. Take it up to a 21. Drop the 2200 in it. So see how that goes. Again, I want to just keep the torque down a little bit. I'd rather, especially if I'm going to be running these tires, they handle it so well, I might as well get as much speed out as I can. But as long as I still got my torque, I'll keep cranking it up a little bit. Obviously to 25 will be my limit, I guess, but I don't think we'll go that high. 22, 23 max. We'll see how that goes. Alright, well, let me get back to work here. Just going to I guess reassemble this thing now that I got it all apart. Everything's in pieces. Just gotta remember how to do it. This plate's gone, so you're replacing this. What did I do with that paper? I think I threw the paper away, but you can find it. It's a Team Magic. Comes with the slide mount and the hardware. And it's pretty cut and dry from looking at it, but it's just I'm not sure about the mount, how it works yet. I'm assuming since it's a slide mount, it just goes down here. Well, time will tell. Alright, as I was moving some stuff, I found the paper. It's the 505249 is what this is for. It's the motor mount. My gears onto the new mount. Again, I haven't done this, so I mean, this is this is all new to me too, so who knows. I mean, I'll try to edit it if I mess up so you don't have to follow my footsteps, because I really need to remember which way this goes back in. Alright, this goes here. Yep, alright, this goes here. This one goes like this. So this comes out of here. Alright. And then you had to disassemble this. This was in here. Oops. Bearing fell out. This was in here. Alright, so this piece goes over top of this. Let me put this piece back in. Ring out there. Should put the bearing in first. And again, it's a tight fit to get that piece to come straight up in there. It feels, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt, it feels like it's going to have friction and not want to turn. But I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt that once the gears are in, it's going to sit out of there a little bit. So I'm sure they made that, designed that better, and I know I got it right. Alright, got my lip exposed. Let's get this piece back in. Again, should be nice and simple, hopefully. If I don't slip it. Did I get down? Almost. Alright, so it's down. Yeah, so that's going to sit out like that a little bit. Put your pins back in. Induction gear back on. Cover back on. Alright, when it's completely flush. Yep, we're good. Alright. So, I'll put my screws that I know go back in this, the 4 of them. Alright, I got my gears in there messing right. I'm gonna put my spur back on. Just mounted right to this plate. Alright, there was a nut. This is the same spur gear that tore up a couple 19 tooth that I had. That thing ate it up pretty good right there and demolished that one. And it's still, I mean, it's flawless. If I looked at it, I mean, teeth, everything feels great on it, but it's killed like 3 pinions. I don't know what the deal was with that motor mount not liking that 19, but it seemed like it fit and I could mesh it, but it just kept destroying them. So we won't have that problem anymore. Alright, my spur's mounted. Alright. Goes on the truck like that. I'm just debating if I gotta put these screws back in the bottom now or not. I just don't want to have to, I don't want to miss any steps. That's what it looks like I'm at right now, because everything else is on, ready to go. We're ready to mount the motor. Well, not really. Well, we're going to mount the Creighton again. Do a little bit more testing with this one. Gotta get the old motor mount off. Got the 18 tooth holding strong. Alright, so here's your slide mount. So, right. Like this. So I guess it's going to mount there and there. there and there. Right there and there, since it's at an angle. Alright, I'm going to use the screws that come with it. Alright, I'm just going to get my 20 tooth and I'm using the arm up. I just put good luck with their pinion gears. And they're a little less expensive than Robinson, Castle, and them, but I mean, to me, I've never had an issue. Just say it's not as good of a quality. Oops. I'm gonna grab a screw. Man, it's a lot bigger for one tooth. So you can line it up just right. Oops. Alright, play around with this meshing a little bit once I get the screws in. Alright, so with that being so easy and I know how it works now, we'll go ahead and put this back on. Got clearance. Alright. Which makes this also put motor, because like I might want to go up one or two more tooth. I'm not sure yet once I get the hobby wing in here and see how much more power it's got. But the convenience of having these mount on top versus the back, I mean, that was just hard to get into. You had to use the old little L key, and I mean, it just pain in the ass. It's one of the things I didn't like about switching out. Although, you know, once you got them out, you could get them by hand. It wasn't the hardest thing in the world, and I was in and out pretty quick, so I was actually never complaining about the process, I guess. Alright, I got all four of my screws back in. Everything's turning, everything's working. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting everything I need back together. Seems like it's in there nice and solid. I guess I can put the center diff back in a while. Now, I was telling you, I think I had something wrong with this earlier, like it sticks. So I think I got something going on here, but I'm not going to break this open yet. I mean, the main reason is I don't have a different stock, and I don't have the gears in stock. So either way, if it is on the fritz, we'll find out. We're going to destroy it, and I'll just rebuild it later. Throw the stock back in, which I really don't want to do on 6S with all that added torque. I mean, that thing will be wheeling all over the place. I love the thickness of these dog bones on this. And the cups, everything's well built. And it's very pricey, but if you're going to go 6S, I mean, that's the kind of stuff you want to see. And there is no getting around it. You did have to take these out because you just can't access the retention gear box without it. Go super adhesive. I think I'm going to throw some Gorilla Tape on here. And then before I go to do the hobby wing, I'll clean all this up and do it right. So ESC is just going to be kind of flopping in there. I mean, it's not flopping, but I mean, that box is all over it holding it, but I am not taking the time to do this the right way, as I would recommend everybody else do if you weren't planning on changing out again in a week. Oh my goodness, that is so much nicer. Alright, I'm going to take some precautions here. Alright, I got the screws back on with some thread lock. And I don't have them tighten all the way down, I just have them kind of loose. But I want to make sure the gear meshing is right. And the best angle is right here in the back. See if I can get a good mesh. Feels like it. I'm just a little bit of tightness on here, just to not tighten it down all the way just yet. Sometimes it gets out of placement. Looks like I got a good mesh. Got the rock. So that's what you want. You don't want it to be pressed too tight. You don't want it too much. Now I could try the paper. I mean, a lot of people hear about it. I'll just do it just for camera sake, so people out there that read that this is what you do to properly mesh it. I mean, I've done it so many times by eye. I'm so used to it. Again, this gearbox before wouldn't allow me to do it by eye. This one does, but take a paper, and this mount isn't really the best for that either. Just want to make sure that it doesn't rip the paper. And it did not. So, man, it's just dirty. So I think we got a good mesh, man. There's only one thing left to do now. Well, theoretically, only one thing that matters. That's taking this thing out, driving it, but putting it back together is got to be the first part. I wasn't done. So, got the mesh. I'm going to tighten it down. Try to keep the motor from moving. It's pretty tight already, but really love this design. I'm going to have to get with Billy at Redcat and see if this part number is something that they can get, because it's just, I would want this, you know what I mean, if I just had it regularly. I mean, hey, you know, sharper looking, it's a better design. And, you know, I fiddle with stuff all the time, so going in and out of here, just so much more convenient to be able to slide that thing off and just pop it right off in your hands. Alright. Get my cover on. Now, when I do the hobby way, I'm going to have to take note. My motor wires over here, so I'll have to make sure the motor's turned right. I thought I had it right, but I had the opposite, so I actually wanted this motor to be right here, which it's no big deal. Like I said, it's not staying in there long anyway. Alright. Ready for some testing tomorrow. a new body for it. Did up a clear one. It's kind of a little bit disappointed, just in myself. Like, look at this thing. I mean, granted, when you look at it like that, it looks like, but this is what I picked. I thought it was going to be blacker, and if you ever look at the stock truck of this, the original, you know, truck looks like it's black, you know, like a gloss black. But you know, you get it in that like gunmetal color, so I figured I'd go like a dark smoke metallic grayish black. It just came out a little lighter than I thought it would, but all in all, I still like it. I don't like the Team Magic. Their stuff looked a little generic down here. I took my decals off of my Team Redcat on the side. Wasn't successful in trying to get it off the front, so I left it alone. And I kind of like the headlights better on these ones. And the tail lights are, take them or leave them on them. But this is the Team Magic body here. Redcat doesn't have the clear body yet. I see it popped up on their website, and you know, just not available yet. So I'd already ordered the mount. It was right there looking at me. Decided to get it. So who knows? Might rock a black one after that. Alright, that's all I got today, man. Just wanted to share that with you guys. You know, it seemed like it was getting ready to be a tasking job, which it was. But you know, had this video been there for me, I could have looked at it and saved myself a little bit of time. Hopefully I can do the same for you. If you got any questions, hit me up.